All right, welcome back. This isn't the Black and White podcast. We got something much cooler for you today. We're going to talk about them motherfucking yamps. Food stamps specifically, but I guess this government shutdown as a whole.
EBTs, whatever these kids are
whatever you
calling
want to call them. The government's been shut down here in America for 31 days now.
which I do believe is the longest shutdown ever.
Yeah, I believe it is too. We're both fucking vaping because we're both nervous about the.
We're
food
nervous
stamps.
about our food stamps being
Yeah,
canceled.
we're nervous about our food stamps being canceled.
I'm gonna have to eat the neighbors.
I'm gonna have to eat the neighbor's pussy. But no, in all seriousness, government's been shut down for 30 days, and one of the main hot button issues is food stamps. And there's a bunch of arguments online and in Senate or whatever about the actual reason behind this shutdown. The main reason for the shutdown, the overarching reason for the shutdown is Congress can't agree on a spending budget for this country. And I was thinking, I don't know why this happens every time, like why it even gets to this point. There should be some sort of, I don't know, emergency meeting. Like these motherfuckers should not be able to leave the Senate until they come to an agreement, in my opinion. And because while the government shut down, it's not just food stamps not being funded. It's a bunch of different programs and stuff like that, such as Medicaid and many other ones, as well as state employees, state as in government, employees not being paid. So people in the military, people in air traffic control, people in the post office workers, et cetera, et cetera. Now, today is November 2nd. Yesterday, November the 1st, food stamps was supposed to go completely ass up, as well as a bunch of other things. But in a shocking turn of events, 2 federal judges ruled that Trump has to use emergency money totaling of about $5 billion to fund SNAP or food stamps. I'm going to say food stamps. That's how I say it. And because of that, the thing behind that is, it's only about half. That's only about half of what it actually costs. It may be under, it may be a little, it's probably a little bit under half. And what that means is like, first of all, we don't even know if that means that SNAP benefits are going to be doled out or when they're going to be doled out or how fast that's going to process or any of that, right? As of speaking, again, it's November 2nd. This news just hit the pipe yesterday on November 1st. But they only have about half the money. And since they have half the money, I guess that means they're going to only be paying out half the benefits. And what Brock and I both agree on this stuff. We both can come to the conclusion that there is abuse. It's a government program. There's abuse. But to say that Brock was under the misapprehension that they were shutting down food stamps to curb the abuse, and I posed the question.
it's just related to government shutdown. This is not permanent.
When have they ever stopped something because it's being abused?
No, never. But yeah, I mean, people have mixed opinions about this. You know, some people are actually really elated that people aren't going to be getting their fucking food stamps. And the thing is, there's a bunch of people that actually, there's a bunch of people that actually legitimately need it, like elderly people, and there's actually people really down bad. The government, I mean, the economy fucking sucks. It's probably the worst it's ever been. Yeah. But I think that whenever people see there's been a lot of buzz on social media, I'm sure that you may or may not have seen. But a lot of people, one thing that people really hate seeing, why I can see why some people would be excited that they are canceling some of these, some of these benefits, or, women going online saying that I've got 7 different kids with 7 different baby daddies, and I'm getting $3,000 a month in fucking SNAP benefits because of all these kids. And it's like, or like, I got all these kids, you have to feel bad for me. But the thing is, like, so you're definitely not gaining the system. You have 7 different kids, but you're not gaining the system. That's not what it is. We're not supposed to believe that. We're actually supposed to believe that you're an incredibly irresponsible whore. But or another thing I see people being upset about, which I could see it again, is man, I was seeing this morbidly obese white chick, like 5'6", like 390 pounds, actually saying, without my SNAP benefits, how am I supposed to feed myself? Like, the comedy writes itself. Like, some of these people are absolute fucking jokes. So I definitely see how some people would be happy that they're ending these benefits because of some of these people just, abusing it. I don't like the idea that my taxpayer money is going towards financing somebody's suicide through morbid obesity, or somebody with their like 9 kids with 9 different baby daddies, collecting all this money from the taxpayers, fucking pocket. But I think that they need to revise this a little bit so that way people can't abuse the system. I mean, God, they probably fucking won't. They never do. But at the same time, there are a lot of people that legitimately actually definitely need it. I mean, fuck, I think like what, 70% of people can't afford like a $500 emergency. So yeah, people are definitely down bad. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty fucked up. That's all I really have to say in regards to that. John, if you have anything else.
Yeah, I'll play a little bit of devil's advocate as far as the obese shit goes. The reason why that happens is food prices. Like, I actually did the math a little bit, so you can believe me or not, you the viewer. And one of the reasons why a lot of obese people are poor and on SNAP benefits is because of the bullshit that you buy at the store, the non-Whole Foods. What do I mean by that? I mean like the shit that you fry up and whatnot. That's actually a lot cheaper than just buying on a regular basis to feed yourself, because I have a budget of about $300 a month. That's what I try to keep my budget into. I'm also trying to lose weight, so I curtail my caloric intake and stuff like that. And it's getting increasingly difficult because prices of actual like Whole Foods are going up. I'm not even joking. Like I'll go once a month, and I shop at Sam's, so I buy in bulk, and roll a big tube of ground beef that I usually buy. At one point it was like $40. It then went up to damn near $60. It increased like damn near $20.
Jesus.
After everything's said and done, as well as like, lunch meat, bread, bags of potatoes and stuff like that. I will say this, potatoes haven't seen a significant bump, but like fresh fruit.
Same thing like chicken and shit. Chickens.
Yeah, I don't buy much chicken nowadays. I know that's crazy to believe, guys, but
it's because he's black.
Yeah. Thank you, Brock, for saying the joke. But yeah, that's why that happens. But at the same time, it's all about calories in, calories out. Like these people are overeating, and also $3K benefits in food stamps. Like that's not all going to those people. Like it is. I know this is oxymoronic to what I just said, but I would find it very difficult to believe that you are spending $3K a month towards food alone, without buying like a bomb shelter full of bullshit. Like, man,
I'm just going based off of what the woman was saying.
I'm not saying anything about that, but a lot of times, and I'm gonna keep it a bando with y'all. I'm from the hood. I've lived in poverty for a good chunk of my life, and was on food stamps for in my family, I want to say about maybe 5 years, and this was happening. And I don't condone this, but the food stamps were being sold. Like, yeah. And what that means is like you go to the store with somebody and they give you so many cents on the dollar. I'm pretty sure what the going rate was 75 or 50 cents on the dollar in my case with my mother selling the food stamps. I hate to say that, hate to out her like that, but it's the God honest truth, and that does happen. People sell food stamps,
and they make good money doing so.
Yeah. This is another thing, and we won't add these clips in mainly because like I wanted to find this clip of this. I really did for the sake of Brock seeing, but I cannot for the life of me seeing it. That shit got Thanos snapped offline, but my bad. It was a woman who was in Walmart who had food stamps, and what she would do is she would buy the cases of soda, And what she would do is she'd take them into the parking lot at Walmart. She'd take them into the parking lot, pop the cans of soda, dump all the soda out, crush the cans for the return on them. Now, guys, the return on a can of soda is 10 cents per can. So let's say she bought a 24 pack. A 24 pack is about $6 in the store now, maybe $5. I don't know. I don't buy soda like that in 12 packs anymore. If I do, I buy one big thing. Matter of fact, I'll go off what I do. I buy 25 packs of Dr. Pepper Zero. 25 pack of Dr. Pepper Zero is like about $7. Now, that comes with 25 in it. So I'm spending $7 in government benefits if I were to do that. I'm not on food stamps. I haven't been on food stamps since I was able to work, which was about the age of 18, let's say. And so if I were to do that, I spend $7 in benefits to make $2.50 and just dumping this. I told this to Brock. I would literally make more money just selling the fucking sodas individually seems like 25 or 50 cents.
It just seems like a low IQ move, honestly.
It seems like a lot of effort for a little bit of payoff. And like what happened in that lady's case, I really wish I could at least find her name. But what happened is somebody reported it to the police. The police came. The police told her, look, you got to stop and you got to get out of here. And you can't be doing this anymore. And what the police officer did was the right thing, which is what he was supposed to do. And he reported it to the state. And the lady came out and she lost her benefits, basically. And I believe she even had to back pay some of her benefits. And, you know, I've seen that and I've seen other cases. I don't want to say this was the same case because I don't want to mix my cases up and my instances up, excuse me. And it was this lady driving a brand new Tahoe. A brand new Tahoe is about anywhere from 70 to like, I believe 100K. I don't know if it's the Tahoe or the GMC Yukon Denali. That's another very expensive car, but we're not talking about fucking cars. Now, to have that type of vehicle, and I heard a thing like the average payment for a new vehicle is about $800 a month, and that's not with insurance, Brock. With insurance, you'll probably be paying close to $1,000, if not more. Yeah. And so to say you got this brand new Chevy Tahoe, but you're on food stamps, like the shit, I don't know, man. Like,
yeah, I don't know how that's allowed to happen.
I understand that financial responsibility isn't something we have here in America because, like, let's call a spade. They
want you spending that shit.
Yeah, we rather spend than we just want to spend here. In this country, we make up a lot of consumer debt and stuff like that. Well, I don't know about that nation globally, but I know in this country we have a lot of consumer debt. Consumer debt is basically not a mortgage, and that's pretty much it. Not a mortgage, not paying for not making school debt payments such as student loan payments and stuff like that. We make the rest is just pure consumer debt. Like, you know, even owning a car, which, you know, we all know in most cases you need a car. In a lot of this country, you do need a car. Yeah, in America,
you just need that shit. Unless you live in fucking New York, but for everywhere else, you're gonna need a fucking car.
Well, like, yeah, I'm totally against the abuse of food stamps and stuff like that. And like I said, in the case of getting $3K, that's an over allocation of benefits.
Yeah, obviously. Most definitely.
Like, you can't. I don't know. I can't see that happening. Like, but then again, I live on a pretty tight budget for food. I can understand like a bit more, but a lot of times I can't. I can't even see spending $1,000 on food. I know once you get a lot more money, you spend more money on food and stuff like that. So if there is more available, you'll just spend more. But the thing behind food stamps, it's supposed to be supplemental. It's not supposed to be taking care of the entire thing. And I understand in some communities, they don't have access to like grocery stores. They got to shop at bodegas, so they pay more for their food because it's more like, it's kind of like if we were to go to 7-Eleven and get a fucking can of ravioli. Like it would be at Walmart, it's like what, $1.25 at 7-Eleven is probably like $2.50 or some shit like that. And, you know, is that right? No, it's not, because these places are getting them for a much cheaper price, and their, you know, profit margins are a lot higher. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I can't really speak on that. I don't really go to fucking 7-Eleven to get a meal, or other than the bullshit hot stuff they might have behind the roller grill, or the pizza they might make or something like that.
Yeah, and another thing too, come to find out, like 42 million Americans are on food stamps, like 1 in 8. Like, I didn't know that we were that far gone and we were that fucked up that 1 in 8 people actually use fucking SNAP. Considering the fact that also it's bad for the economy for it to be this way if 1 in 8 people don't have access to their snaps, because now they're not going to be buying any fucking food from, a variety of different retailers, which is really bad for especially like mom and pop stores. That this is the kind of shit that could lead to them going out of business if people don't have money to buy any food, and also this definitely, I don't see it going on too much longer because Walmart also relies heavily on that shit. And I don't think, the
I don't
greedy
think the Walton family is going to be sitting down like,
I don't think those greedy fucks are going to be letting this hit them in the pockets for too long. But yeah.
It's all a big game. It's all a big game to these motherfuckers who sit in Congress because they're still getting paid. Like, let's face facts about that. They're still getting paid up there in Congress. Your representatives are still being paid. It's just like if, someone's some sort of clerk, I don't even know if goes down to the level of judges not being paid. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know any judges. I don't know anybody who works in a public defender's office. And I think that kind of be a fucking a kick in the teeth for some random guy to call up to the public defender's office or the prosecutor's office and be like, hey, are you guys being paid? And then you got to sit there and be like, no. And so, like, I don't know. Maybe they are being paid, maybe they aren't. I don't know how deep it goes as far as state, as in the government again, wide payment or payroll goes. I also, goddamn. Brock said something pretty interesting right before we kicked this off, and he was like, he said that about like, will a Walton family really lay down and take this? And what I was telling him, no. What's gonna happen if this does go on for much longer? What's gonna happen is the price of the brick is gonna go up. You, the people not on SNAP, not on EBT or food stamps, as I like to refer to it as, will be paying more for groceries and other commodities and stuff like that because the people who make up a large portion of that revenue can't pay for it because they don't have the funds necessary to pay for it.
They'll probably just be like, we'll just increase the price of food to make up for our deficits.
Yeah, and I get it. I get the people online and other people in Congress, whatever, being upset with the abuse of the system. I don't... I don't like abuse of my government-funded systems. And another thing, we still paying fucking taxes. Like, they take taxes out of our check. Just because the fucking government shut down don't mean that money ain't piling up in those whatever accounts for the government.
Everyone also hates socialism, but isn't this basically like a form of socialism where like our taxes are going towards paying people food?
Welfare is a form of socialism.
Yeah.
Like what that means is, to go on a tangent about this, what that means is like people don't want hardcore socialism to mean like our money is being doled out in an equal...
We just want a little bit of socialism.
Yeah. Democratic socialism is what it is. A lot of, I forget the country. I believe it's Sweden. Well, Sweden is often...
A lot of those European countries...
Well, it's often misrepresented as a socialist country. It's a democratically socialist country, meaning pretty much how it is here is kind of like that out there. It's just they pay a little bit more money in tax. They pay a larger amount in taxes for public services, but their public services are actually fucking good. And I believe their money, their form of currency, goes a bit further than our dollar to this day. I don't know what form of currency they use. I don't know if they use the euro or what.
Yeah, I think most of Europe just uses the euro, but they also have their own like form of currency as well. But I also think in Sweden, I could be wrong about this, but I think it's a variety of different European countries. They also have socialized healthcare. And it's not like the Canadian version. Like for some reason, people think if we socialize healthcare, it has to be like Canada. But a lot of, and I think that a lot of those European countries, they even have socialized education too. But we don't consider any of those countries to be communist.
I mean, the system what the implementation of shit like that could work here is just like too many palms are being greased for that to not work. It's for the same reason you was talking about the drug war, man. Who is he talking?
Rand Paul, he was actually wanted to end the drug war.
Yeah, exactly. Rand Paul was for the ending of the drug war. The reason why the drug war still goes on is because too many people benefit from it. For example, we're both from Louisiana. Weed's decriminalized, but
Finally.
for a long time it was not. And I don't know if it's on the ballot to be voted into whether or not it would be full recreational legalized or not. I know it's medically legalized or not, which was probably like a complete, I don't know, a complete fucking upside down turn or whatever the phrase would be. I can't think of it right now. But what happens is, like, if you can't jail people, the prison industrial complex makes like millions upon millions of dollars a year, state by state.
Yeah, it's free slave labor, and then as well, it's privatized, so they make money throwing people in jail, and most of the people going to jail are all going to jail for buying or selling drugs. So if you were to get rid of that, we'd have a lot less. It would just be terrible for the prison industrial complex, and I believe that they have a massive, they have a lot of lobbying power. The whole country basically is an oligarchy disguised as a democracy.
Yeah,
we're selecting puppets, but they were put there by the fucking probably 5% of the people in the country.
Whose pockets are deeper is what it really comes down to. Like, because I don't know what the weed industry does here in Colorado. I don't know the type of numbers that does for that, but it seems like a lot of places do see benefits from it. And I remember there was this hit piece like, oh, well, car crashes are going up, and there's not really much correlation towards that. I mean, that's not much relevance towards that. Correlation doesn't necessarily equal causation in those cases. But yeah, if nonviolent drug offenses can't be arrested for stuff like that, and it's basically throws a wrench in the whole system, the whole drug war, the whole prison industrial complex and stuff like that. But
I think we may be getting a little off topic.
Yeah, we are. We definitely are.
We're getting a little off topic here.
Back to food stamps and the government shutdown. But yeah, so anyway, the emergency funds, the two judges ruled the emergency funds of a total of $5 billion are to be doled out towards this effort. What does that mean? We don't know yet. Like I said, this information came out yesterday. I wanted to give it another day to see if Trump had something to do, which he had a statement to say, like, all right, to end this like, I don't know, counterattack to this, stop the filibuster. I don't know what that would fucking do, because it's not like that would end this shutdown or anything like that. And I don't know.
I was trying to get to the bottom of why this government shutdown was happening, but to be honest with you, I keep hearing so many different fucking things that I don't really know why.
It's a myriad of reasons that you would probably spend all day trying to figure out. But you as Americans, us as Americans shouldn't be accepting this shit like this shit. We still pay taxes. The fucking deficit was supposed to go down with this administration. It hasn't. But that's another topic for another day. We still pay taxes. The deficit hasn't gone down. These motherfuckers in Congress and in higher up offices are still being paid. You really shouldn't be laughing at motherfuckers losing their lifeline as far as food and nourishment goes.
Some of them you can laugh at them, but a lot of them legit, like, you know, people are having a hard time out there, and I feel really bad for those people that are honest people not gaining the system, and they actually need this, and now they don't have it. And some of those people as well are probably not being paid in general because, you know, they're government workers or whatever. And I mean, fuck, you just missing an entire month's worth of pay. Most people can't fucking sustain that kind of financial damage. People have it bad right now. Yeah. So it really sucks for them. I feel bad for them. I don't know why our government's so fucking retarded. But it's been a good 32 days still in this fucking shutdown.
Yeah, it's all a big game. They're the players and you're the spectators. And I don't have much more to say. Do you?
No, I think that's just about it. Sucks.